What's going on, guys? This is Aiden, Bandwagon Sports, and we are starting a new series called The A, where we talk about all things Atlanta, all professional sports teams in Atlanta. We are going to talk about them, go over them, just any news regarding them. This is what this series is for. This episode, we're talking about the Braves, how they've been doing recently, my expectations, especially heading into the the last portion of the season. Um, I think the Braves have been the best team in baseball this year. Um, they're led by Ronald Acuna, but their supporting cast is so good you can't really even say that because all of their starters have been amazing. There's not a single person who has been disappointing, in my opinion, this season. Um, it is insane how Ronald Acuna is playing. He he's batting 339, 422 on base percentage, and a 587 slugging percentage. His OPS is 1.008, and he has a 5.7 WAR. He's got 26 home runs, 150 hits, 28 doubles, and 2 triples. He's racked up 260 total bases. He's stolen 53 bases. He's been walked 58 times. I think he was the fastest player to reach 50 stolen bases or something like that, or 25 home runs and something. He's really freaking good. His stolen base numbers are off the charts. Um, he's my NL MVP leader. Um, it's just he's in the leadoff role. He's just played out of his mind this year, and that is just what you'd love to see. But then you also got guys like Matt Olson, who 39 freaking home runs. 39 home runs. He hit his 100th RBI last game, so last night, against the Pirates. He hit his 100th RBI, and he broke a Braves record for the most games, or for the longest streak of games with an RBI with 11. He's had 11 straight games with an RBI, and that is a new Braves franchise record. His RBI numbers, his total base numbers, outstanding. In my opinion, he's also up there for the NL MVP. He's 40 home runs. I mean, 100 RBIs. He does strike out quite a bit. Most strikeouts on the team, but he's just swinging for the fences, man. I mean, he leads the team in home runs by 13 home runs. 13 home runs is a lot of home runs. He has a 4.3 WAR. He has a 975 OPS with a 602 slugging percentage and a 373 on base percentage. He's batting 267, which is, I think that's pretty good. But on the team, he's seventh or eighth in batting average. That is wild to me how that many players on your team can be batting better than 267. I mean, you also got guys like Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, Michael Harris, Orlando Arcia. Orlando Arcia has been outstanding this year, and Orlando Arcia has been outstanding this year, and nobody would have guessed because we've had Dansby Swanson for the past, I don't know, what was it, 6-7 years, and Dansby Swanson, one of the best shortstops in the game, is replaced by another one of, in my opinion, one of the best shortstops in the game. Orlando Arcia has proven this season to be that guy. I think he's batting late in the lineup, but he's batting 302. He's hit 12 home runs. He's played in only 90 games out of 111. I guess it's not only, but it's only. He's got 16 doubles, 42 RBIs, 148 total bases. I mean, his on base percentage is 357. His slugging percentage is 465. So, I mean, it's probably not the greatest numbers. It definitely doesn't compare to Dansby Swanson, but his batting average is amazing. You love to see that out of young guys, and you love to see it out of guys who are stepping up to fill the shoes of past superstars. I love seeing that from Orlando Arcia. Orlando Arcia he's going to be outstanding for this team, and he's going to be outstanding in the years to come. He has a 2.8 WAR. He's just good. Eddie Rosario, he's been on the team for years now, and he's been up and down. I think he's played some AAA ball. I think he's like 31 now, 30, 31, 32. And he's still playing pretty good. I mean, he starts in left field. Him and Kevin Pillar, they get games both. Eddie Rosario's played 99 games. I mean, he's batting 243. I mean, he has 16 home runs, 148 total bases. I mean, even Travis d'Arnaud and Sean Murphy both start games, and they both play outstanding when they start games. I don't think there is a better catching duo in the MLB than what this team has in Sean Murphy and Travis d'Arnaud. Travis d'Arnaud has been one of the most consistent players in Major League Baseball over the past, like, 4 or 5 years. I think he's been amazing, and I think he's very overlooked. He's not considered a superstar. He's not considered one of the top guys, but I think he's very overlooked and very underrated for the value he provides to the team and for what he does for this Braves organization. He's only played in 47 games. He's batting 260. He gets on the base. He has a 32.3 on base percentage. His slugging percentage is 479. I mean, he's got a 3.4 WAR. Like, what more can you ask for him? Never mind, he does not have a 3.4 WAR. He has a .6 WAR. But, like, what more could you ask for a guy who's coming in to start games in the middle of the day? He's starting games that are noon games, 1 o'clock games that are in the middle of the day, in the hot sun of the summer. I mean, Travis d'Arnaud, I think he's just one of the most, he's one of the best. If I have to choose a backup catcher to play for my team, I am not choosing anybody but Travis d'Arnaud. Because what he brings to the locker room, what he brings to the team, he is outstanding, and he is very, very overlooked in my opinion. Austin Riley, he's great defensively. He's got 26 home runs, 68 RBIs, 220 total bases. He's batting 271. He's got 120 hits. I mean, all of these dudes on here are playing outstanding. This Braves team is full full of superstars and superstar potential. I mean, Matt Olson, by far, clearly the most amount of home runs in 39. It's going to be 40 tonight. I'm calling it. Game 3 against the Pirates. He's going to hit a home run. But Matt Olson, by far, leads our team in home runs. But we have a 3-way tie between Ronald Acuna, Austin Riley, and Ozzie Albies for second with 26 home runs. 26. That's 3 guys. 4 guys with over 25 home runs. And it's 5 with over 20. I mean, you got Sean Murphy, you got Eddie Rosario, who are both coming close to 20. I think they have 18 and 16 right now. Like, those aren't guys you're asking for home runs out of. The guys you're asking for home runs out of are Marcell Ozuna, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna. I mean, you're just asking all those other guys who, yes, they're superstars. Yes, they are outstanding baseball players. But you're just asking them to get on base. Because we have home run hitters throughout the lineup. There's not... If the bases are loaded, it's the bottom of the ninth, and we're down 3 runs, there is not a player on this team that I wouldn't like to have the bat. Because, I mean, a guy like Orlando Arcia or Michael Harris, who they don't have as much power as guys like Ronald Acuna and Matt Olson. But what they do have is a good on-base percentage and a good batting average. If they can poke a little outfield single, if they could just bloop a single out there, that's scoring possibly 2 runs depending on who's on base. If you have Ronald Acuna on second and Ozzie Albies, I know that that's reversing the order, but if you have Ozzie Albies on third and you have Ronald Acuna on second, I don't see how there's a way if you get a Michael Harris or an Orlando Arcia to bloop a little single into the outfield that both of those guys don't score. There's not a player that I am not confident who can get on base. Like I'm looking and I'm watching these games and I'm thinking, what do we need to win? We don't need home runs. We just need people on base. And that's what all of these guys are doing. All of these guys are playing outstanding defensively. I couldn't say anything bad about anybody defensively. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement, but they are not bad by any means. They are all pretty darn good. And our team is just amazing. And they are so fun to watch. I watch almost every game. Come in here, edit videos, turn on a Braves game, just sit back and watch. But, like, all of these guys are outstanding players. And our team has 215 total home runs. We have 88 stolen bases. 53 of them are Ronald Acuna's, by the way. We have 13 triples, 191 doubles, and we have 1,027 hits. And we have basically 1,900 total bases. This team is the best offensive team in baseball and one of the best defensive teams in baseball. They're incredibly fun to watch, and I'm very excited. I see them finishing the year strong. We just went on a 3-game skid. We won last night's game, so we are off that skid. But we have to finish the season strong. I believe we are going to do that. And we also, if we can finish the year strong, we are going to be the 1 seed in the NL, and we are going to have the top playoff spot in the NL as well. There's no way we don't. We're going to have home field advantage. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This team is one of the best in baseball. No, this team is the best in baseball. They have an outstanding offense, an outstanding defense. Stay tuned for more news on the Braves. And stay tuned for what this Braves team does in the last quarter or so of the season. Let me know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. And let me know where you think the Braves are finishing this year in MLB. I'll see you guys in the next one.